Oh, whoa, whoa, here it comes, here it comes, here it comes.
Oh.
I can hear him. Pull it into the lot. 1970 Dodge Challenger, year one. We've got our RTs, we've got our TAs, which we featured on the show. But have you ever heard of a 1970 Dodge Challenger, the Deputy? Only 3,000 of these were made. And there's Ryan, the owner. Look at that thing. That Deputy has personality. That's not rust, that's character on this car. This is Car Shops and Collections, and this is gonna be the Dodge Challenger Deputy Edition. Welcome to Car Shops and Collections. I'm JC, and every week we put the spotlight on really cool cars. We've got Ryan, the owner of this 1970 Dodge Challenger Deputy Edition, and it's so funny. People always ask, how do you find your cars? I have people reaching out to me. Sometimes I track cars down. I have a friend of mine who saw this for sale on Facebook Marketplace and sent it to me. He's like, dude, you have to film this. I reached out to you, Ryan, and you're like, let's film it, man.
Yeah.
I love this car. Where did you get this Dodge Challenger?
So I found it online on Craigslist, and I actually went and messaged the guy, and it was like, he's like, I've always wanted to own one of these since I was a kid. There was a video game I played growing up called Driver San Francisco, and the main character drove one, and I always wanted to make a replica of it.
Yeah, the driver on the PlayStation, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I always wanted one. So I was like, well, this is the cheapest one I've ever seen for sale online, so I'm like, well, I gotta go get it. So I went and got it. It was up in a town just below Des Moines, Iowa.
Okay.
It had been sitting in a field since, I believe, the 80s. I'm trying to remember if we had plates. I don't think it had plates on it when I bought it, but when I got to it, it was sitting in his barn, and then it was just pretty much sitting. And he claimed that there was a shock absorber that was blown out, but actually one of the torsion bars had snapped in half from the rust.
Really?
And so it needed quite a bit of work, but you know, it was a 2-day trip coming out there and coming back. There was a big snowstorm that hit, and I got pictures and all that. You'll probably see it.
Send us some. We'll put them on. Yeah, I'll put them in right now. Yeah.
And it was just completely iced up, going over a bunch of snowy roads, and the whole front of this thing was just ice.
Was it really?
Hanging off the grill and all that. It's a really neat looking picture, but.
This is the Deputy Edition.
Correct.
Right.
This is the Deputy package, which was.
Can I open it?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Go ahead and tell them about that, because I never heard until about the Deputy package, and obviously I love Dodge Challengers.
Right.
It's my favorite car, and we've featured the RTs, TAs, we've done them all.
Yeah.
And I saw you listing the Deputy package. Tell everyone about the Deputy package and what makes it so special.
Yeah. So the Deputy package was not necessarily a sought-after option, but it was a kind of a rare option. What it was pretty much just a base model, but had some of the more luxurious things like the bucket seats, or the high-rise bucket seats, the 3-speed manual on the floor, and the 225 slant 6. And all that is just, not sure why they called it the Deputy package, but that's what they called it. So it's got the 225 slant 6. I believe it's an A230 3-speed manual transmission, and it's got a really, really short rear end.
Oh yeah?
This thing does not like to do highway speed. It can do them, but it is not happy.
But the Deputy is as far as like base model Dodge Challengers you could possibly get in 1970, correct?
Correct. I believe one of the main reasons you wanted to get it was it had the AM/FM cassette in it. That still works. I just don't believe it's hooked up to a speaker right now.
Wait, that's not factory, is it?
It is factory.
That's from 1970?
Correct.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
They had cassette options in 1970?
Yep. It was kind of odd because of how base everything else on this, manual everything.
Yeah.
You get the nice radio, and that's about it.
That's crazy. And then, oh yeah, so Gene, see back here, this was something that was deleted, was the rear windows here. You couldn't roll them down, and so they put that little chrome
plug on
in there, yeah.
Yeah, so that was also part of the Deputy package. It was just base model.
Base, and seats were from a Barracuda, I believe.
Something like that.
And then same with the steering, base steering wheel from the Barracuda.
Yep.
Pretty much anything else that was in here was you had an option on it, right?
Correct. Like Obviously, the carpets aren't factory. I just put them in because it's just nicer than touching bare floor.
Can we see under the hood?
Yeah, of course.
But Gene, I said, in the Deputy, you didn't have wheels like this. It came with hubcaps.
Exactly. It came with nice big old Steelies.
Color, is this burnt orange or what color?
It is burnt orange.
It's burnt orange?
Burnt orange metallic, yep. And it's all factory paint except for where you can see somebody's tried to go over with closer orange. But yeah, what was it? I've redone quite a bit on it. When I got it, it had mouse nests in the top of the radiator.
Did it really?
In the carburetor. I got pictures of all that too. But this is the original from when I got it.
Okay.
Alternator, and it's still working. I had to put in a coolant tank, but I've done a head gasket on this, a valve lash, pretty much all the gaskets from the head up, oil change, of course, new carburetor, new starter. I had to mess with some of the linkage to get the shifter to work, because when I got it, you couldn't move the shifter at all. It's just so rusted.
Now, Ryan, you don't have to answer this question if you don't want to. How old are you?
I'm 23.
23. So I also work with SEMA. I'm one of the hosts for SEMA Live every year. And we get so excited when we see that younger generation of car fanatics coming through. People like you. You have a wealth of knowledge about cars.
Yeah.
Where did you get this knowledge from?
I got it from my dad. Growing up, I grew up watching, like the movie Cars, and I was always just fascinated by cars, watching NASCAR and all that, and all the video games. And then when I got around 16, 15, somewhere around there, I started to get interested in the cars my dad had, which he had. I think it was a 1949 Hudson Commodore, and that thing was. It was always just sitting in the junkyard at our old family farm up in Mesquite ever since I was a kid, and I never saw it move. But he had and still has this 1967 Mercury Cougar that we were trying to start working on as a father-son thing, but then he just got really busy with work, and it was all the way out of Mesquite, so we couldn't start working on it. But right now he's in the process of starting to get it to where he wants it and wants to start driving it, and I'll have my LTD, so we go driving on the weekends and stuff. That's going to be really fun.
And is the car still up there in Mesquite?
It's still up in there in Mesquite, yeah.
So Mesquite's about, what, an hour north here of Las Vegas?
About an hour. Well, about an hour east, I'd say.
Is it east? Okay, an hour east of Las Vegas. Cool little small town up there. We got to go up there and film that then. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, of course.
Film your dad's car and stuff. The gas cap. I love how you have this here on yours and still have it pretty much on mine as well.
Yeah, it's pretty much looks exactly the same. So that did not come factory on the Deputy package, but it's just such a neat party trick. I just always wanted to have it.
So you added this in then?
Yeah, correct. Yeah. It was kind of a pain to find because, all these aftermarket parts people like Classic Industries and all that, they want to charge quite a bit for them, or you could go to eBay and risk that, and I've been screwed on eBay before, so I said I'll just save up and get it. So I saved up and got it. And
this is for sale?
It is for sale currently, yes.
So Facebook Marketplace is at Las Vegas, type in 1970 Dodge Challenger Deputy Edition, and this will pop up if it's still for sale. So you can deal directly with Ryan if you're interested in buying it. I saw some that had the luggage racks.
Yeah, some of them did have the luggage racks. This one didn't, but I'm surprised of how well the paint and all that cleared up.
The paint looks great, man.
It's all original paint except for where you see the really orange splotchy parts, but all original chrome. The guy who had this when he was last driving it, he had a trailer hitch on it, so there's a couple holes.
Are you serious?
Yeah, has a couple holes torn in the back kind of frame joints, and these two little holes here you can see.
Yeah.
But other than that, all the trim, all the chrome, all the badging's still there, still all original. Surprised how well these taillight lenses have held up.
I think the entire car itself is held up.
Yeah, this was the side that was sitting down in the mud of the field, so it's not as good as the other side, but
so it goes field find to barn find.
Field find to barn find to here.
To Las Vegas.
Exactly.
Let's shut the hood, and can you just start it up here before we wrap things up?
Yeah, of course.
Can I shut it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
You kind of slam it.
Give it a slam?
Yeah. There you go.
That's a cool sound right there. 1970 Dodge Challenger, the Deputy. Have you even heard of this before?
Let's get the keys.
It's just nice and smooth, man. It's just nice and smooth. I love it, dude.
Yeah.
Perfect. That's just cool, man. It
Yeah.
really is. You know what I think we need to do before we wrap it up? I need to pull my Challenger and have them right next to each
Side
other
by
and get a
side.
shot of that. So
Yeah.
that's what we get. That's how we end this episode. How funny is that?
Yeah.
The newer current generation squeaking, you roll up with 0 squeaks in your car. I mean, come on now. How cool is that, dude?
Yeah.
Legacy right there.
Yeah, they pretty much just went, and just made it taller.
Yeah, dude, that is awesome, man. Brian, thank you so much for taking the time.
Yeah, of course.
And again, I'm so excited. This is the next generation of car people. You've got your Ford LTD has been featured in Motor Trend as well.
Yep.
So this guy is, I mean, he's the next big thing in the car world. This is cool. I'm glad we did this episode. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll see you next week. If you want your car, shop, or collection featured on the show, then shoot us an email at carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. That's carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. And thanks for watching, and be sure and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes of Cars, Shops, and Collections.